Good morning. So we are going to talk about posting today. Literally just kind of, beginning to end of, why we post, how often we post, what you can post, what to stay away from. And so this is all in the unit, but I want to just give like a video that kind of goes over everything because sometimes it's easier to just hear things than it is to read things. So first off, why is posting important? You guys, this is how we advertise, okay? We don't want to come off as a salesperson, but we have to get the word out there. And working social media has allowed us to reach a whole group of people that we wouldn't normally see like in person, right? So I sign people I've never talked to before who live in different states, but because of social media and adding, and they've been able to, watch my stuff and be interested off of something based on what I posted. The number one thing and role to keep in mind is that consistency is the most important thing when it comes to posting. So it's not about, doing 20 posts a day. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. It's about staying consistent. So we used to post like 12 times a day, and it was 3 before and afters and 3 life posts, and then the other 6 were normal everyday life stuff. And then it was, I came up with my own posting schedule, and I was doing 10 and then 5, and now I'm down to 1 to 3 because of the algorithms and stuff on social media platforms. It's more about being consistent than it is with how many you're posting. So find a schedule that works for you. I do have a legit posting schedule like forum that I follow. So, my first one is a quote with the watercolor background. Number 2 is a product post. Number 3 and number 4 are normal everyday life posts that have nothing to do with the business or the products. Number 5 is a business post about the business and like getting potential distributors. So we call it a life post. Number 6 is a selfie. Number 7 is a product. Number 8 and 9, like Pinterest, something from Pinterest and a family post. And number 10 is a business post. So, some of the pictures, even the business post pictures could just be of me and my family, but like what I talk about is business related. So I just follow that. Some days I only post 1 and say today is day 1. I'm going to post my quote with the watercolor. And maybe I don't have time to get any other posts in for the day. That's fine. My post tomorrow is going to be on that list for number 2, and it's going to be a product post. And the next one is a family. And so maybe I get 2 posts in tomorrow. And then the next day I pick up where I left off. I'm on post number 4. It's another family. And then number 5 is the last post. So I just try to stick between 1 to 3 posts a day. And then I use my stories throughout the day. But I want you guys to keep in mind, you are not a salesperson. You do not turn your social media into all of a sudden I sell something and I need you to buy it. Okay. You're going to keep posting and keep talking about your life and the normal things. You're just going to incorporate this business and the products into your social media now. Easy peasy, we're going to talk about, what to post, where to find these pictures, etc. But I want you guys to understand you are not a walking billboard. You are not a salesperson. That is not what we're trying to do here. Okay. So consistency is important. Like I said, 1 to 3 posts a day is not hard. And it is easier knowing what's coming next to find something to do, like to post, than just kind of like winging it and not really knowing what to do. So then you stall and you don't post at all because you don't even know what to do. And it's like too stressful to think on the spot. That's why I have a schedule, because I know I don't have to think. Like, I know my next one's a product post. Okay, so I need to go figure out what product I haven't talked about in a while, and then I'm going to post about that. So it just kind of gives me some direction. That's with the consistency, you guys, too, is that people are going to watch your page for a long time with the products and with the business. They want to see, you get your own results with the products. They want to see, you be successful with this business before maybe they even consider wanting to join you. I've had people unfollow me, then refollow me, like Allie Wright on our team. She is my double diamond. And she saw my posts in the beginning and unfollowed me a couple times because she was sick of seeing them. And then she'd always end up back on my page and start following me again. And she signed up as a customer, and then she joined the business. And so it wasn't until I was already diamond, I think, by the time that she had joined. And I've been posting every day consistently for at least 6 months or however long it was before she finally decided to jump in. So Don't get caught up in, I made a post, nobody's commented on it, there aren't any likes, like I don't know what to do. Listen, most of the likes on my stuff now for the business, like products and life posts, are from people from the team. Okay, so, but I'll get like 200 likes on a picture of me and Sydney, and then I'll post like one about greens and it's like 10 likes, and they're all teammates. It's fine. It's literally, you don't worry about the likes and the comments. You just do what you're supposed to do, control what you can control on your end, and the rest will follow. You stay consistent. Sometimes it's kind of like a commercial. You ever like see a commercial on TV and you see like there's this snack or maybe like this meal at McDonald's that they keep talking about, and you're like, oh, like that sounds cool. And you're like, oh, but I don't need it right now. And like, you just like keep seeing it, and in the back of your mind, like after the 50th time you've seen this commercial, you're like, I need to go get this meal right now. I've like seen the commercial way too many times. I'm tired of waiting. I'm going to go make it, or go buy it. So you get in your car and you go buy it. Like there's so many times where I'm like, if I see this commercial like 3 more times, I'm going to end up getting it, like ordering it. It's the same thing. Like people want to see that you are passionate about what it is that you do. Why would they want to join somebody who is like iffy? Like if you don't seem excited about it, like I don't want to do it. So I have been consistent for the last 3.5 years, posting every day, using my stories, growing my, like literally just working my business. Some days I do more than others. Yesterday I got 1 post in. It was a bad working day yesterday. I had a lot of life going on. Today I'm hoping will be a better work day, but I'm not getting caught up in it. What's important is that I'm trying to stay consistent, working my business around my schedule because it's always changing. And this business pays my bills, so it's a priority. So I do make time for it. You know, somebody said like, I just don't have time. Like, do you have time to poop? Do you have time to poop? Okay. So you can sit on the toilet and poop and make a post. Your time away from your kids. So I got that from that whole poop thing from an event I just watched. But it's so true. It's just like using the nooks and crannies throughout your day to work your business. 5 minutes here and there. So we have time. Just be very consistent. Be very passionate about it. Start sharing your story. If you took away, and here's the important thing too about posting is we're not going to just post about products in the business. Because like I said, you're not a walking billboard. You're not a salesperson. You're going to be posting about your life and all these other things too, because you're going to show people that you're a normal person. And that if we took all your business posts away, like what do you have to offer to people? What are you talking about? Like, why should they keep following you if you took all that away? So some people join and all they post about is the products in the business, and they are no longer a human being and they're just a salesperson. It's like, if I took all your posts away, what have you been giving your people? Like that, what kind of value? And it's like nothing. Like you think you have to turn to a salesperson. You do not want to. So when somebody tells me they're not a good salesperson, I'm like, thank God, because I don't have to rewire your brain. So consistency is important. They want to watch your journey. I get a lot of hair, skin, and nails, like people who have watched me for like 2 years and they're like, I saw what your hair looked like when you started and I've always been wanting to try it, and I just see how beautiful it is all the time. And I'm not even like talking about HSN. I'm just like taking pictures and people are seeing that my hair has grown, that they love it, that they're finally ready to try it. So I've had people watch me post about hair, skin, and nails for 2 years before they sign up and buy it themselves. I've had people tell me they were interested and give me a date to sign up and fall off the face of the earth, and then come in and say, okay, I do want to sign up for this product now. I keep seeing you post about it. I'm ready. And they give me a date, and then they fall off the face of the earth again. And like 3 years later, here we are finally ordering. So like, you don't get to decide, and you cannot control when somebody signs up. You just make sure that you can control what you can control, which is how many times you're posting, if you're staying consistent, how many people you're adding, are you doing your training? So like, do what you can control on your end, and don't get caught up in the rest of it. Don't get caught up in the immediate results, because posting is not asking. Posting kind of plants that seed. So we message people and we say, hey, are you interested? And they might say no, they might leave you on red majority of the time, or they'll say yes. But at the end of the day, the people who say no or leave you on red, they're going to start watching your page now because you've caught their attention, and you consistently posting is like watering that seed that you just planted in their brain. And eventually, after seeing things so many times, they're going to reach out and want to connect and sign up. That's just how it goes, you guys. I would not be giving you this advice. I would not be successful. I would not be doing this 3.5 years later if this wasn't the case. Okay. So please stay consistent. We're going to help you come up with a schedule. You can totally take my schedule too. I think it spaces all my stuff out. I don't have too many product posts that are like too close together or back to back or anything. I think everything's really spaced out, and I do a really good job about keeping a balance between, you know, talking about my life and, you know, incorporating the products and the business into it. So when it comes to trying to find a post or how you should post when it comes to wording, you're going to follow a list of leaders. So this list of leaders is in the training page. It's in our We Are Diamonds page. A list of leaders, you literally just click on, you know, type them in, search them on Facebook, including myself. You're just going to browse. You can click follow, okay? Don't friend request anybody, but follow them. And you scroll through their feed and see how they're talking about products. See what kind of pictures. If you want like a keto coffee post to talk about today, don't wait for me to send you a picture. Go to my page and click photos and scroll until you find a keto coffee picture you want to use. Or go down that list of leaders and go through their stuff and try to find a picture to use. Half the time, if I don't have my own picture, that is literally how I'm getting pictures. I don't go to Tina. I'm like, Tina, can you give me a keto coffee post today? I'm going to go through the list of leaders, people who I know that take really good pictures. I will go through their photos and find pictures to save into my phone to use for later. Okay, so when it comes to where to find pictures, follow these leaders. Okay, they know what they're doing. They're really good at it. And watch how they write things. It's not always talking about, I had this many spots, I have 40% discount. Like, we're not always talking about that because that's very salesy. Yes, every once in a while it is good to talk about, oh, you know, creating a sense of urgency. I've only got 5 spots. The first 5 people get my exclusive discount. Every once in a while that's good, but if you're constantly talking about a discount, constantly talking about spots, you're coming off as you're not filling your spots and you've got a discount for forever. So like nobody has an urgency to want to order. So that's kind of like a sales 101 is you want to create that sense of urgency, and that comes from just like not always being salesy with your post. So, you know, I could take a picture of me holding my skinny coffee in a mug, and literally there's like no packaging available. It's just coffee in a mug, and taking a picture of me with it and being like, this is how I start my Monday mornings. Can't go without my skinny coffee. I'm literally just sharing with people that I'm using the product. It wasn't, hey, I'm looking for somebody to use this, a discount. People are going to be like, what's skinny coffee and why can't she live without it? And I always see her posting about this. And so people are going to be interested, and they're going to start to ask questions, and then they don't feel sold to. Okay. So that's important because they will be more willing to reach out when, you know, you're not trying to just sell them something and, you know, harmless information about what it is that you're talking about. And you can then go into details about pricing and stuff. So you get to see how these leaders talk about it. Scroll through my page. In the We Are Diamonds page, we do have a files tab for examples for product post, examples for live posts. So it's literally like a picture I posted and what I ended up writing that day. So you guys can go through and you can like read and study and see how people are doing stuff. Pinterest used to be a place where we stayed away from for finding product posts only because they were really spammy looking posts. Okay, I'm going to show you what you want to stay away from. So if I go into Pinterest and I type in like It Works Wraps and I search, I'm going to get pictures that look like this. This is so awful. So awful. Now compare this picture to one that I recently posted. This one. That's me using the product, but like this picture is more interesting and more aesthetically pleasing than this other one. Do you see that? So like Pinterest can be a bad place. These are all bad. Those are all so spammy. So spammy. All bad. Now this one of Thomas Hughes, that's a good one because it's, but there are good pictures on Pinterest. But like the majority of like what you find, these are all super bad. Like, do not think that you need to be like green, black, and bling and a salesperson and you need these salesy looking posts. What you can do though is on Pinterest, type in It Works Global or just It Works. And the first like This is our company's page, and you click boards. They have blogger type pictures. So like beauty, they do have a results album before and afters. Lifestyle, like keto coffee. I mean, these are kind of salesy looking, but this is where you can get some like nicer looking pictures than like those salesy looking ones. Okay. I mean, that one's awful. Don't do that one. Some of these are bad, but like, here's a picture of somebody just holding the cleanse and, computer with the keto coffee. So choose those pictures over the other ones. They have lifestyle, nutrition, some of the apparel pictures. So anyway, so like you can go there, especially it's really good for like before and afters. They do have a results album with before and afters that you can go through. These are compliant. You want to stay with compliant when posting publicly on your page. Compliant means it says it's on the It Works template. It says it works before and after. It's got the disclaimer at the bottom. It says the products used in the time frame. You want to stay away from ones that, let me see if I can find, like, this is not compliant. Like, yes, he is using a wrap. I can see that. But this is not a corporate approved picture. So basically we have to get all of our results approved. This is not approved either. How do I know that this person used the wraps and that they didn't just take somebody's pictures from online and say, hey, these wraps? So like people can easily falsify results, which is why you want to stick with those compliant ones. Anyways, our company has to verify their customer ID number or distributor ID number when submitting their results, and they can verify that, hey, you say these are wraps. I want to verify that you're even a customer and that you've like ordered wraps before I approve these pictures. So we know for a fact that these are real results with our products. And it just looks cleaner and nicer. So you have to do that. Now, if you have personal results that you haven't had approved yet through the Connect app, you can still send those to people in like Messenger privately, but publicly, like posting, make sure that you're using compliant pictures, especially like in your stories. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. So you want to just be careful with what kind of pictures you're using. And for example, Alyssa Bilyeu is somebody who posts really good pictures. Her name's Alyssa Marie on Facebook. Okay, so I follow her. I didn't add her as a friend. I followed her. And I can go down and I can click see all photos. And I can go to uploads because those are the ones she's uploaded. Now she has like good quality pictures, and I can just go through here and let me find a picture of a product that she has posted that I like. And like, it doesn't mean I have to post it right now, but maybe I just like want some products in my arsenal of what I want to use. So like if I want to do like a live post talking about like It Works and like her being a leader, like she's got a nice picture there. She has this picture posted of the shake, which is cute. She's got, there's one I really like of her like holding actual products. Like this one's there. So these aren't something that I have, but if you're like, hey, I need like a cleanse post and I don't have a good one to send you that I've already personally taken, I just go to these leaders and scroll through their stuff. Keto coffee, water with the book, wrap, coffee. So you guys, this it's not hard. You need the list of leaders to follow so you know where you need to go. And you can just browse and find stuff yourself. And this is the point of like training, is we want to make you resourceful. We want you to be able to know where to find these answers, where to find these pictures. So you can start relying on yourself for working your business. Versus like constantly needing, oh, this one, like her holding the old wraps. and stuff. And then like when you go to her page, you can scroll through and see how she's talking about the products. Like here's a picture of her laughing, and she wrote, "Today I received my 56th, or not today, but on the 15th, 56th paycheck from my home-based business. Say what? Wow. I only been paid 56 times on a business that I only paid $99 to start, and right now you can join me for 20." She talked about how her first check was $300, and she was like on food stamps and stuff. So she's like telling her story. The picture isn't spammy. You can see how she's writing things, and some are like lengthier than others, but you want a good mix of stuff. So definitely get that list of leaders going so you can start studying, and you can like use them for pictures, and nobody cares. If you like want to take my picture, you do not have to ask permission. Just take it so you can work your business and post about it. If you're feeling uneasy about writing something up yourself, you can copy and paste post. Don't do something I did today and then copy and paste it. And if we have mutual friends, they're going to see that you're copying me. Take something from me from like 2 weeks ago that nobody's going to remember. But I challenge you to write something up yourself, send it to your upline, and be like, hey, this is the picture I want to use, and this is what I want to write. How does this sound? And they'll be able to tweak it, because like we know what we're doing. Our goal is to help coach you and learn how to get better at things. And so just start making an initiative to do things yourself and ask for our opinion and our help, and we can tweak it, and then you can post it. And more times than not, it's probably fine. We're going to tell you that's completely fine. Post it. So that's where you can find different examples and pictures to go from, making sure you stay compliant. It Works Global does have its own Facebook page. So not only do they have the Pinterest, but you can type in It Works and search, and it's this top one here, this page. Okay. Have you tried it? If you go down to post, it's got a picture and some wording. So theirs is probably going to look a little bit more salesy, but it'll have some before and afters, different information. You can always go to their photos, and they've got like different albums and stuff. And so you can just easily scroll through here and find something you want to post. And if we think it's too spammy or it's not a good one, we'll find another one for you. Jade is starting, Jade Hooper, she is your Ambassador Diamond upline. She's starting a post for customers page, which it's going to be super organized with the units. There's like a Skinny Coffee thread, and it's like we're going to put all of our pictures in there. Any of our wording for Skinny Coffee, you're going to be able to find it in there. And so it's going to be a really great resource, and she just launched it today. So if you're watching this video and you're not in it yet, know that we'll get you in it. If you're already in it and you're watching this later, then perfect. It's also going to be a really great resource to go through. And then one more is you should have already downloaded your It Works Connect app right here on the side. I'm going to show you how to get to the result pictures. And this is just finding like more before and afters. You're going to click this middle button for Connect. And then you are going to scroll down. You're going to scroll down to where it says Tools and Resources. Click that. And it has before and after pictures in here as well, directly through this app. And it's got like some of your basic charts too, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, that sort of thing there in there. And then there's also like the social media guide. If you click that, it is actually like a real legit 44-page long, helping you learn how to do social media. So there is a social media guide in there as well. So that's pretty cool. That's in your Connect app. Go to tabs, resources, and it's there. You just click on it, okay? So plenty of different places you can pull from and get inspired, get ideas from. So like I said, 1 to 3 posts a day is really, really good. And it doesn't necessarily mean 1 to 3 business posts or product posts. It's just, find your schedule. Yesterday I just did 1 post, and it was about honey mustard chicken and green potatoes and green beans is like what I posted about. It's just the line I was in for my schedule, and that's the post I got in for the day, and it's fine. Your stories, you're going to do, so your posting is going to be like your highlights, like your really good pictures, 1 to 3, people are going to be able to go through there and look at everything. Your stories are going to be like raw, and you're going to just use that to document your full day. I put all of my videos there So like if Sydney's being funny, I'll record her and post it and people can see like that I'm just a mom, my kids are crazy. And then I'll still like, I'll make a video of me making my keto coffee that doesn't really even say anything, or you can do like polls and different things like that. Like, you know, I'm looking for people to use our hair, skin, and nails, like either send me more info or I'm in, like as your two options, never do a negative, but use your stories to just show people what you're doing today, you know, how you woke up, what you're eating, when your kids are being funny. Just give people a glimpse into what your life is like. And you might not think it's interesting, but I promise you, you're going to start to open up. People are going to start to relate to you, and they're going to start falling in love with just feeling like they aren't alone and watching your journey. And they're going to want to do that too. So some time-saving tips I want to give you guys. I already talked about the schedule. Try not to put two It Works posts next to each other. Time-saving tip. So Unum is UNUM. This is strictly for Instagram. So the way my Instagram looks is very important to me. I want to make sure that, you know, I don't pick a picture that after I post it, I don't like how it looks to the next picture. I'm just extremely anal. And so if you are too, this is going to be a great tip. But like, I just follow my schedule, you guys. Okay. So see how everything, like pay attention to where these like quotes are. So boom, boom. And then there's going to be one here, and one here. It's literally every 10th picture is a quote, my watercolor quote. I make those myself. So there's going to be one coming soon after this next one. But I care about how this looks and that it's not spammy. So what Unum does, you log into your account and it'll load like 10 of the pictures that you have on there. And then I'm like, okay, here, this green bean one I already posted. So let me delete it real quick. And like, say I want to figure out like, okay, what will this look like next to it? If this is my life post and I want to post about, how will that look together? Or maybe like I'm working on like different, so I'm like trying to see if I want to do a different edit right now. So I edited some pictures to see if I like this edit versus this one before I start doing it. So what I like to do is I will be like, okay, I'm going to try to prep like 5 posts right now, the next 5 posts. So I'm like, okay, live post, quote, see how this color looks. And I'll pick like the 5 pictures I want to use. I put them together, I can move them around, and I can be like, okay, this is what it's going to look like. Is it going to be okay? And then I'm like, okay, cool. I like how that looks. And then what I do is I go into Instagram, and we're going to use Instagram drafts. So you're going to act like you're going to add this picture. So say I pick this picture of Cheyenne. Okay, I like to make mine bigger and not a square. And this is the picture I want to pick. Great. I'm going to hit next. I don't edit it through Instagram. I'm going to write my caption. So here I am laying in bed. I've already picked my pictures for tomorrow, so I don't even have to like worry about spending time trying to find a post. I finally typed something up. I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to hit the back button twice. And it's going to ask me if I want to save this as a draft. And I do. So I'll do that for those next 4 pictures that I saved in Unum that I want to post next. And what I do now is, so this is the night before I'm laying in bed, and I've prepped everything. I know tomorrow's going to be a busy day. I don't even have to think about what I'm going to post. I don't have to find my picture. I don't have to write some wording because I already did it the night before. So say it's time to make a post. I'm going to go to my Instagram. I'm going to click add, and you're going to see this top one right here. It says drafts. Look at this picture. It is already there, and I hit next. It saved my wording. I just have to click share, and it posts it right away for me. So you can edit, like manage those and like delete what's there, like discard drafts. So it just automatically saves your picture and your wording. So you can do that the night before. So if you feel like you're having trouble just finding time to find a picture, write something up in the moment, like you've got a schedule, it's taking you some time, take 30 minutes while you're laying in bed. Pick your next 2 or 3 posts. Figure out what picture you want to use. And then make a draft in Instagram and set them up and save them as a draft. And then tomorrow, while you're sitting at a red light on your way to work and you're ready to make your first post for the day, You just pull up drafts and click post, and it's good. You did that sitting at a red light on your way to work. Okay. It's all about, time-saving tips and just working here and there when you can. So Unum's really good for helping me decide what I want to use as a picture next, or which one looks better, or how this filter looks before I actually spend time and do it, because I care about how my Instagram looks. So night before, do your Instagram drafts. You can definitely do that. And then when it comes to, so for my schedule, I do like product posts and business posts, right? Well, of the 10, only 4 of those are business. So there are 6 posts in there that I have to post just normal. And I'm like, what do I post about today? Do I post a picture of my kid? Like, I don't know what else to post, like, or maybe what I'm like eating or something. But here's what you're going to talk about. You have to add value to people. So you are going to make a list of 10 things. And this is one of the threads in the training unit. Make a list of 10 things that pertain to you. When somebody thinks about pineapples, they think of me, because that's like part of my brand. You're going to start hearing the word branding yourself. So people know that I'm a mom of 2 kids, that I have animals, that I have dogs, that I am a military spouse, that I have thyroid cancer, that I do yoga, that I run, things that I do on the day, like whatever just pertains to me, whatever makes me like me. Make a list of this. Like, I'm a huge Buckeyes fan. Like, we love the Buckeyes. We're from Ohio. Even though we live in Florida, we're from Ohio. And so Buckeye blood, go Bucks. And those are the things that you're going to talk about outside of your business. Okay? Start showing people who you are, what you're about, that you're a normal person. They're going to relate to you on one of those levels, and they're going to keep following you for those specific things. And eventually they will be interested in the products and the business, maybe right away, maybe, 3 years from now. You're going to have somebody who is watching your page right now, so that you just started this business and they would love to join you, but they're scared to death. And it's going to take them 3 years of watching you never stop talking about this business. I'm 3.5 years in. I don't have any doubters. I don't have any haters. They've seen me grow this into a full-time income, make $5,000 a month so far from my phone. And I've stayed home with my kids for the last 3.5 years, and I haven't had to go back to work. And we are, our life has been upgraded. We bought our first home. They have seen, people who have watched me from the beginning have seen where I'm at now, and they're just now coming around. They're like, okay, I saw you make something of yourself. I want to do this. So they do it. But it comes from me just never giving up and consistently posting, watering those seeds, showing people, giving people my journey. I'm not trying to fake being somebody. I'm not like, just like, hey, here's a picture of a giraffe for a post. No, I don't care about giraffes. Not that somebody doesn't, but I'm adding value. That's not a valuable post. So I just try to share, make a list of 10 things, and that helps give you, those filler posts of posting everyday life stuff when you're not talking about the products and the business. So once you create a habit, you're going to stay consistent. And you're going to start figuring out. It's going to take you a month or 2 to really find a groove of things. Do not feel like you are bothering your upline or your enroller when you need to ask them a question. It is literally our job to help you get better at this. So make sure you're doing your trainings, that you're asking questions, that you're trying to take initiative to work your business. When it comes, that's a different video. But anyways, so stay consistent, come up with a schedule. Use these time-saving tips that I have given you to set things up the night before. Follow the list of leaders that is provided. Go through their page and find example pictures, or this post for customers page is about to launch. If you're not in it already, it will be available, where just all of us top leaders who have great pictures and we know what we're doing, we're just creating albums in there that you guys can just pull from instead of going to our page to find it. But for now, follow the list of leaders. We do have a files tab. Make sure you stay compliant with your pictures. Try to post between 1 and 3 posts a day. Use your stories to document your day. Don't get caught up in how many likes or comments that you're getting. Don't worry about finding the perfect filter right now if you're just getting started with this business. You need to learn how to stay consistent first before you try to spend time trying to find the perfect filter for your Instagram or your pictures, okay? So it takes me 2 seconds to come up with the post. Literally now. Like, being consistent, finding a picture, writing something up does not take any more of my time. It is just second nature, and I can whip it up. So now I can spend a little bit of extra time trying to figure out what kind of theme I want for my Instagram, how to edit pictures better. So don't worry about that right now. Don't not post because you don't feel like you have a perfect filter. Post. Consistency is number one priority. I was super spammy when I started, and I like slowly, evolved and branded myself into who I am today. So just understand that it's not going to be perfect at first. You're learning. It's fine. You're perfecting your craft. And if you have any questions, please reach out. And yeah, get to posting, you guys. I'm excited.